Hi everybody, my name is Vex. I'm CEO and the founder of Revuto. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the subscription NFTs. I'm sure that everybody is familiar with the term NFT, but in the Revuto ecosystem, we have a completely unique and different approach how we are using the technology. So in this case, we're going to be combining the traditional financial instrument like a debit card, Revuto virtual debit card, with the NFT to offer our users something that we think it's a really big step forward to helping people save money on their subscriptions, and that's monetizing subscriptions. Actually, not the subscriptions, but unused subscriptions. And why is that important? I already mentioned a couple of times that one of the ways how people are losing money is by prepaying something in advance for something that they think they're going to be using, but they're not going to be using it in full. What that means? So for instance, every time when you opt to prepay for something with the goal to save money, because the service provider tells you, listen, don't pay us month after month, pay for the whole year, or even maybe for 2 years, because we're going to give you a discount and this is how you're going to be saving money. But in the end, what happens is that you prepay for something because again, you think that you're going to save money by getting month 2, 3 for free, but you're going to actually be losing money because in that case, more than 50% of the people don't use those subscriptions in full. The best example is when you go to your gym and you go there and you say, now I'm going to work out, and they tell you, listen, don't pay us just for a month or 2, because in 1 month you cannot do good result and you're going to be coming here for a longer period of time. So why wouldn't you pay us for a whole year and we're going to give you 2 months for free? And then you think that's a good offering because you're going to save money. But in the end, you pay for that and then you go to your gym for a month, 2, 3, 4, and most of the people after that period already decides to quit. The same happens with anything else. So we said that we can actually how to help in that situation, and we said that we can actually use the NFT technology and our virtual debit cards to help people. Even though if they prepay for something in advance, that they can monetize unused subscription period if they decide to quit or they cannot for any reason use that subscription anymore. So how that works? So you have, let's say, option A and B. Let's say we take Netflix again. Netflix. And Netflix is, let's say, $10 per month. You can go to your Netflix and opt for a 1 year billing cycle or subscription, and you prepay that in advance. Now, I'm not sure how much of a discount is Netflix going to give you. Let's say it's a 10%. So you're going to opt here for 12 months, and you're going to get 10% off. That's $108 if I did right math. And then if you do that, you actually prepaid for Netflix for a year. And then if you do that, and if for any reason you decide after 3 months, 6 months that you don't want to use the Netflix, you already prepaid and the money is gone. Or you can go to Revuto for the same thing. And you can say to Revuto, I want to prepay for Netflix for a year, and we're going to give you the same discount. And you're going to get an NFT by doing so. We call that NFT a subscription NFT. So what this option gives you? So you get an NFT, and you get a virtual debit card to subscribe with your Netflix. You take the number of that virtual debit card to your Netflix account, you put it in, And what happens next? As long as you have that subscription NFT for your Netflix in Revuto wallet, so Revuto wallet, Revuto is gonna be topping up your virtual debit card with $10, 24 hours before the due date. Also, what is important to understand, when you get the virtual debit card from Revuto, you go to your Netflix and you opt for month after month payments. So, we said you have this for 12 months. If for any reason, after, let's say 6 months, but that can happen after 3 months or 8 months, you're gonna move away, you're gonna travel, you're gonna, I don't know, you have to go to hospital, you're sick, or maybe, that's not a good example, but maybe you're gonna be sick or tired of Netflix and you don't wanna use it anymore, or you just wanna send it as a gift to somebody else. You can decide whenever you want to do that within those 12 months. And what that means, so you, and this is the second user. So what you can do, you can actually take the subscription NFT for your Netflix out of your Revuto wallet, put it on the marketplace and say, I want to resell it because let's say there is 6 months left with that NFT and you want to sell it for, I don't know, $50, $40. You're going to see how much you can get to actually monetize unused subscription period. So if you're gonna spend 6 months, then the 6 months are gonna be left. So when the other user buys that NFT, he gets a virtual debit card. First of all, he buys it or he gets it. So again, you can send that as a gift. Nobody has to pay for it. But let's say, you're gonna resell it on the marketplace. The new user brings that NFT to Revuto wallet. The app sees it, and then the Revuto issues the new user his virtual debit card for his Netflix. It's important that whenever we issue those virtual debit cards, they are locked to the specific service because we track the merchant IDs. So if you wanna trick the system and use that virtual debit card to use it with something else, you're not gonna be able to use this card as a payment to pay that. Because it needs to be exact merchant ID and exact amount. So when the new user gets the virtual debit card, he uses the number of that virtual debit card with his Netflix. Again, he puts that number in his account and he opts for month after month payments. What that means, for the next 6 months, Revuto is gonna be topping up that virtual debit card with exact amount to pay for that Netflix 24 hours before the due date for this user. Obviously, the previous owner of that NFT, we see that NFT is not in the wallet, we discontinue this card. So there is no NFT and we discontinue the previous virtual debit card issued to previous owner for his Netflix. So his Netflix is not gonna be able to take the money of that card because card is gonna be discontinued, nobody's gonna be topping up the card and the service is gonna be suspended for that user. That's perfectly fine with the Netflix and with the terms of use because all those services are charging in advance. So those are prepaid services and you pay for something that you're gonna be using in the future. This setup or this procedure can be repeated several times until there is money left connected to that NFT. So if after 3 months or 4 months, somebody decides to, again, resell it, 6 months is $60, you use the 3 months and you can say, I'm gonna resell that NFT for $20. Why is this again important? So you may actually pay for some tool that you're going to be using for your business. You work on some project and project is done earlier, or I don't know, maybe you've been faster than anticipated, or maybe the project you're gonna decide not to work on it anymore. So with this way, you can still get the discount and then monetize unused subscription period. What is also important that all those NFTs, you already saw that how Revolution NFTs look like. So their patterns, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5 like this. I did it wrong. Okay, it needs to be 5. And then you have the circle like this. So, but in the end, all those NFTs, they're gonna have a pattern with the 5 by 5, with the 5 colors, and then anybody is gonna be able to scan that NFT. It is gonna work like a QR code to check for what service it was minted and how much is still left associated with that NFT. How much months. With this setup, we're going to try to actually make people prepay everything with Revuto, not directly with the service providers, because only with us you can get the same, but also the discount and also the opportunity to monetize unused subscription period. Also, what is important to understand, with service providers, you usually get an option to pay month after month, to pay, 6 months in advance, a year, or 2 years. With Revuto, you can come to us and say, listen, I want to prepay Netflix for 15 months, 20 months, it doesn't matter. We're going to still give you a discount, and then you're going to be able to use this setup. Also, when using this setup, when payments are going to be done with virtual debit cards, you're going to always get 4% back in Revu tokens. So this is also one of the ways how you actually save money in this setup. Also, if your friends do the same, it's also 4% of a cashback. Obviously, to be able to use this, you're going to have to be a Revuto premium user. Other important thing about those subscription NFTs is that they can be used as gift cards. So what that means, you can actually mint your subscription NFT for anything in the world, for any period of time, and send it to somebody else as a gift. So for instance, your friend has a birthday and you want to give him or gift him with the 6 months of Netflix, free Netflix, you mint that NFT and you send it to his Revuto wallet. Basically, I don't know if I forgot something, but I think that this is it. And this is how we plan to revolutionize also in a way how subscription business works, how you pay for your subscriptions. We want to also attack the market of gift cards. And we believe this is an awesome setup to help people create the secondary market of unused subscriptions. Also, it's an awesome setup for NFT technology. So we are not about the artworks, we are not about the collections, we are more about the technology, because the NFT that we mint, this one, serves in our ecosystem as a certificate that somebody prepaid for something for a certain period of time, and we keep that certificate on blockchain. Once the subscription is used, and that's why we call also those NFTs as disposable NFTs. There's going to be also the address where people are going to be able to send those NFTs, which are actually done. The all money was used, and that's it. Hopefully now you understand how this setup works, because usually people ask us if this is against the terms of use and how people are going to be able to change or switch their accounts. So again, there is no switching of accounts. We combine the NFT technology with virtual debit cards. People use those virtual debit cards with their own accounts, which are at their service provider. Yeah, thank you.
If you like Revuto and think our videos are cool and informative, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and never miss out on any of our new videos. Thank you.